All right, listen up. I'm going to talk here about CAN bus. And I'm not going to complain about the problem. I'm here to throw millstones at it and sink it. For decades, every vehicle on this planet, from cars to trucks, ships, planes, satellites, and even spaceships, have run on the same fragile nervous system, CAN bus. Controller Area Network. It's been the backbone of modern transportation since the 80s. And it's completely broken by design. No authentication, no encryption, no integrity protection. Every electronic control unit on the bus can talk to every other unit. Any device plugged into that network can impersonate the engine, the brakes, the doors, the GPS, the telematics unit. Law enforcement, LLCs, CPS, contractors, hackers, cities, corporations, they've all exploited this for years. The automobile is supposed to bring you freedom, just like our Constitution. The CAN bus allows them to track your vehicle for 12 months straight, log every move, sell the data, or worse, use it against you. I've watched this reality up close as a 9/11 first responder and as a father fighting broken systems. I saw how they centralized untrustworthy infrastructure and how this destroys lives. So I built the replacement. Stone Can Shield. My full post-quantum, cryptographically hardened replacement architecture for CAN bus on every vessel, every vehicle, every satellite, every future Mars transport. And this isn't just like a patch. It's not just like a fix for Tesla or for Subaru. It's the reset for every vehicle, vessel, plane, spaceship, and one day for flying cars. And here's exactly what I engineered. So first, we millstoned the broadcast nature of the classic CAN. In tradition CAN, every message is shouted out to the entire bus. Everyone listening hears everything. In my tech I built, the Stone Can Shield, we moved to a segmented authenticated mesh using Stone hardware isolated domains. Critical systems like your brakes, engine, steering, well, they all run on cryptographically separated virtual segments. Messages are no longer blindly trusted from every single frame that carries a post-quantum digital signature. So what I'm doing is I'm just using the crystals dilithium for signatures and crystals kyber for key encapsulation. So you layer that in with the hybrid classical post-quantum fallbacks. That's how I built this solid stone infrastructure that will last for hundreds of years to come. These are NIST-approved post-quantum algorithms designed to survive even quantum computers 50 years from now. My tech is built to endure these quantum computers that can break RSA and even ECC. Even if nation states crack today's encryption in 2035 or 2050, your vehicle's communication stays sealed. Every ECU in the system gets provisioned with a unique hardware rooted key using physical unclonable functions, PUFs. These are like digital fingerprints baked into the silicone itself. Impossible to clone. No more stolen keys. No more replay attacks. No more headlight hacking or can injection thefts that are plaguing Toyotas, Lexuses, and high-end vehicles right now. So all we do is replace the weak checksums of the classic can with a full message authentication codes, MACs, and forward secure session keys. They rotate every few seconds. Change one bit in the message and the entire packet is rejected by legitimate ECU. The bus comes tamper evident in real time. But I didn't just stop with security. I integrated this tech directly into WonderGrid. Every critical command, every telemetry packet, every location ping gets fingerprinted with a hybrid post-quantum hash and logged directly into WonderGrid as an immutable event. So you want to prove your vehicle was somewhere at a specific time, the grid holds the verifiable Merkle proof. Cities and agencies and entities can no longer secretly track you and your family for 12 months and then deny that they did it. My Stone Math Bible proves what happened or what was altered. For tracking resistance, I built selective disclosure telemetry. So your car can prove I was not in this restricted zone or this maintenance log is authentic without broadcasting your full GPS history. So you got zero knowledge range proofs and accumulator-based membership tests that let you reveal only what's necessary. Privacy by cryptographic design, not by hoping the system is honest. So my stone solid architecture scales from passenger cars all the way to satellites and deep space vessels. In space, latency and radiation are brutal. Classic CAN fails hard in those environments. It's like putting a guy in a cold swimming pool and putting a hot chick in front of him. So my stone CAN shield uses a CAN FD extension with Reed-Solomon error correction. And then you got the testing in there with the lattice-based proximity so that your messages survive cosmic radiation and extreme delays. So in space, satellites can maintain a stone solid secure command chain even when down on the ground stations they're being attacked. Now we're going to talk about the maritime vessels, ships, submarines, autonomous drones. We can CAN-SEC inspired frame authentication with distributed key generation across multiple redundant nodes. If one single node is compromised, my shield wall consensus still holds integrity. So this is like the same philosophy as the rest of Project Stone. Evidence before force. Because then we have no more blind trust in the black box telematics units that phone home to manufacturers or governments. No more the dog ate the logs. No more you can talk to our city attorney. No more you can talk to our district and city attorney, or we lost the logs, excuses. So when somebody tampers with your vehicle data, every single critical action leaves a cryptographic fingerprint that even if Bigfoot himself tampers with your vehicle, my tech will find his fingerprint, his footprint, his DNA. And that time, the politics and greed can't even erase Bigfoot's fingerprints and footprints. So basically what I did was I designed a CAD shield to work hand in hand with all of this. So now you take a look at emergency vehicles. God put me in the ashes of 9/11 to see how our emergency system works. Motorola, Central Square, Tyler Tech. Well, now we're not going to have any more rogue units injecting false data into 911 networks. Because when there's a real emergency, police, EMT, fire department, they need to be able to get there safely and secure. So the economic layer matters too. That's why I built the stone counter. Because the counter, it tracks and exposes when cities and corporations abuse vehicle telemetry for revenue, for automated ticketing, insurance profiling, location-based surveillance. The grid makes it radioactive. I exposed all of this in video and extensive research, pulling FOIAs, PRRs, and I designated and designed the CAD shield to work with emergency vehicles, law enforcement, and the public with my stone-hard dispatch system that connects with vehicles running on a stone can shield through a verified mutual authentication channel. Actually, there's multiple channels. So then there can be no more spoofed commands, no more rogue units injecting that false data into our very own 911 network. 911 was meant to save people, and that's why I built the reset. The economic layer matters too. So my stone counter tracks and exposes the cities, the entities, the corporations, the LLCs who abuse this power for revenue streams using your vehicle's telemetry. So this replacement isn't science fiction. It's just basic common sense. Cars were made for freedom. Cars were made to go on vacation with your family without being followed. True freedom, our First Amendment. The hardware is manufacturable. And the software layers that I built are architectured and ready to be deployed at God's speed in stone time. And we can start by deploying in phases. Start with gateway modules that wrap legacy CAN. Then we'll replace the full native stone CAN ECUs. So to every single engineer every fleet owner, and every government that still cares about real security, and every parent who doesn't want their family vehicle turned into a 24/7 tracking device. This is ready. I built it for you. I built it because I'm tired of a fragile system controlling unbreakable people. I built it so you can get into your car, your ship, your future spacecraft, and you know that the machine answers to you. AI answers with you, not to distant institutions that can flip a switch and own your movement. This is Stone Can Shield. This is the nervous system upgrade civilization desperately needs. From the streets, right here on Earth, to the surface of the red planet, the bus no longer betrays you. Evidence before force, movement without surveillance. The grid endures.